Good day, everyone. I will going to discuss the last chapter together with my group, chapter 8, grading system and the grading system of the Department of Education. So, let's first have the learning outcomes. First, distinguish between norm reference, and the second one is explain the importance of the grading system in the grading system of the Department of Education. So, before we going to start, I have a question here. So, why do we need to assess students' performance? So, assessments of students' performance is essentially knowing how the students is progressing in a course and incidentally how a teacher is also performing with respect to the teaching process. So, kailangan i-assess natin yung students' performance for them or for us to know as a teacher to know if may progress ba yung ating mga students. So, of course, students also will know kung ano ba sila sa klase. So, at the same time, the si teacher malalaman din nila kung yung performance niya is okay. Kasi nga, magkasama talaga yung dalawa. Halimbawa, si teacher maayos ang performance sa klase o magaling si teacher magturo, of course, the students will be all progressing in the class. So, in assessment of student performance, merong dalawa, the students' progress at teachers' performance. So, magkasama talaga yung dalawa. So, we have here steps in assessment. First is testing. So, pencil, paper, objective test, performance-based testing procedure. So, sa testing naman, dito papasok yung quizzes, outputs, formative assessment. How are we going to test the understanding of our students? So, second one is grading. So, grading, a decision to grade the performance of the student. So, grading, ito na yung pagkakataon na si teacher magde-decide kung paano ba niya gigradean yung student. So, American system. So, in the grading system in America, so for instance, grades are expressed in terms of letter A, B, B plus, B, B minus, C, C minus, D, or what is referred to as a 7-point system. So next one is Philippine College and Universities. So the letters are replaced with numeral values of 1, 1.25, 1.50, 1.75, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 4.0, or an 8-point system. So just like here, So, di ba yung grading system natin dito sa Alphalor is like this, yung grade natin is nakasulat siya sa 1.0, 1.5. So, meron pang 5.0. And the last one is basic education. So, grades are expressed as percentage of accomplishments such as 80% or 75%. So, basic education, so yung grade nila is naka-percentage. So, norm reference grading. Norm reference grading refers to a grading system wherein a student's grade is placed in relation to the performance of a group. In this system, a grade of 80 means that the students perform better than or same as 80% of the class or a group. So, take note that in norm reference grading, yung mga grade ng students is may relation sa performance ng buong klase. For example, consider the following two sets of scores in an English 1 class 42 section of 10 students each. So, A is section A, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 85. And section B is 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 90, 95, and 100. So, sa section A, 75 is equal to 80%. And section B is 90 and also equal to 80%. So, in the section A, since they only have 10 students, since the 80% of the main score is 75 in the class A, while in the class B, the main score nila is 90. So, mapapansin natin yung dalawang row score na yan, mas mataas yung section B. But pagdating sa equivalent na natin, i-equivalent na natin, siya yung 90% is equivalent in 80%. So, while in the section A naman, yung 75 na mas mababa sa 90 is equivalent also in 80%. If the tests used for the two class are the same, it would be a rather unfair system of grading. So, paano naging unfair? So, kung same lang yung test na binigay ni teacher sa dalawang section, since yung section A is mataas yung mga grades nila, then yung section B, sabihin na nating mababa ng konti, pero pagdating sa equivalence of their percentage, same lang sila. So, kung ako si section B, mas sipiliin ko or mas gugustuhin na in the next school year, doon ko gusto sa section A, since kahit na ang score mo ay mababa kaysa sa section B, yung equivalent niya, the same pa din. So, unfair of system of grading. So, the previous example illustrates one difficulty when using a norms reference grading system. So, this problem is called the problem of equivalency. So, what is the advantages and disadvantages? So, advantages is it is very easy to use and it works well for the course with retention policies, and its limits only few students to advance to the next level. So, the disadvantages is the performance of the students is not determined by his achievement but also the achievement of the other students. So, and also it promote competition rather than cooperation. So, kasi nga mapapansin nyo, kung ako yung student, gusto ko na nalamangan ko yung other 85% na mga kaklase ko para makapasok ako dun sa highest percentage. So, imbes na i-encourage natin yung mga student na makipag-cooperate with their peers, it causes a competition to the class. That's all for my part. Thank you.